Hello, and if you were searching for pageant interview questions or how to better prepare for your pageant interview, even when you don't know the answer to the question, you've come to the right place. I'm Dr. Stephanie Ray. I've been in your shoes before and taken home state and national titles, and I can help you ace the pageant interview. So let's talk about those kinds of questions that are a little bit more delicate or controversial, and either you don't know the answer or it seems complex, you don't want to take it all on. How do you approach that? Well, as we've discussed in other videos, you can listen for the core and the components. And let's give an example. Let's say the question is, should universal health care be a right of citizenship in the United States? Why or why not? So, in the moment, as you're listening with care, you can pick up the components. Universal, meaning everybody. Health care. Okay, that has to do with business, but it also has to do with people's health. Is it a right? Should it have to do strictly with citizenship? You can hear all those pieces and possibly be overwhelmed, even though hearing the pieces actually gives you freedom to choose which aspect that you address. You can also realize what the core is, and they even gave you a big hint at the end with that why or why not. It's basically a yes or no question. They want to know, are you for it or not, and if you can, expand a little bit. So listen for the question behind the question. Are you for it? Are you not? Can you handle this gracefully? So you might lean yes, you might lean no. That's completely up to you. You may not have any leaning, but you are in charge of which bits of yourself you share and which pieces of that question you focus on. So let's take an example. You might say, in an ideal world, yes, I think everybody should have access to health care. Because if you don't have your health, what else do you have? So I'd like to see everybody have that. But I do realize that it's a complex issue, and I'm sure many people are worried about how would it be paid for, who should have access, and I'm glad that we have some of the USA's brightest minds working on this to help us solve this problem and hopefully make it possible for everyone. So that's a lean yes kind of answer that acknowledges complexity. You may decide to lean no and not acknowledge complexity. You're always free to take some sort of moral stand for or against something. Just realize that it can be a little bit more diplomatic to acknowledge the complexity of it so that you don't alienate half of the judges panel or half of the popular audience. Again, we want you to be yourself, of course, but a queen is always diplomatic, but always real, always in integrity. So never misrepresent yourself or do anything you don't feel comfortable about just to get the vote, but practice the kinds of skills that we are talking about in these videos to help you shine your brightest and hopefully take home that crown. So watch the other videos, go to PGNTinterviewQueen.com, and I'll see you next time.